Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the Eachine Flying Frog Q90. This is a 98mm motor-to-motor 2S brushed quadcopter. Comes with these Hudson style propellers. You can see the 8.5mm brushed motors here. There are 2S. Has a 1000 TV line, CMOS FPV camera, and 5.8 GHz 200 milliwatt FPV transmitter. This particular version doesn't come with a receiver. There's another SKU that offers FreeSky, FlySky, and DSM2 receivers for this model as well, but I opted to get the receiverless version because I'm going to be using the FlySky FS88S receiver so I can fly with my Turnigy Evolution. So you got access to the USB port here. There's no access to the video transmitter. You have to take the canopy off to change your video transmitter channels, which is a little bit unfortunate, but as long as you don't change your channels too often, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. At least the USB port is easily accessible. You've got a micro low-C connector here on the bottom, and a little band that goes around these little hooks for holding your battery on. And it looks like the whole construction of this is plastic. It says that this is 43 grams without the battery, so it's pretty lightweight for a 2S brush setup, so I'm thinking it's going to be pretty fast. It doesn't come with a whole lot, just your basics here. You got your prop guards if you want to use them. You get a spare set of props. And you get a bag here with a prop removable tool and some micro connectors here for your various receiver options. If you want to do S-Bus or PPM or PWM. And oh yeah, it also comes with some extra rubber bands here for your batteries. You get this USB charger for your 2S battery because it's got a little 2S battery lead here for your charging. Comes with an extra white canopy if you opt to switch that out. And they include one 2S 350 milliamp hour battery. It's a 30C and it comes with a micro low-C connector and a balance lead, so you can use a hobby grade charger to charge this if you want to. The manual in this is actually pretty decent. They've really made some improvements in the documentation. And I'll just quickly show you a brief look at this. You can pause the video if you want to take a closer look, but everything is very well labeled. It comes with an F3 flight controller. Here's a look at the board, and we'll open it up and show the board a little bit more detail in a second. Gives you some precautions, assembly. Actually pretty good for an Eachine manual. Let's go ahead and pop the canopy off here. I think we have to get a screwdriver here in the back to pop it off. So I think in order to get the canopy off, I think you've got to remove some screws. They're pretty well hidden. I don't think it's going to come out in the camera, but they're behind the motor wires there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. Okay, so once you remove those screws, the canopy should be pretty easy to pop off. It's already separated here in the back. Okay, so you got to be careful when you pop the canopy off. The video transmitter looks like it's taped to the top of the canopy. You got a little connector here. You probably want to disconnect that. That goes to the camera, and of course this is your video transmitter antenna that's sticking out of the top. Put this over to the side. So this is the flight controller here. You got a bunch of these connectors here. There's the USB port. One of these is going to be for your receiver, depending on which one you've got. And the manual shows which one is which. I believe the one that I want to use is this one over here, which is for S-Bus. I think this one over here on the right side is for PWM. But that's a quick look at the inside. Basically, you have to attach your receiver and stick that in here, and then of course bind it. You probably at this point want, while this is off, change your video transmitter channel to the channel that you're most likely to use, and because it takes the canopy off, you got to remove 4 screws, and it's kind of a hassle to do that every time you want to change your channel. So just a little addendum here. I was not able to get this particular product to work. This is the version that did not come with the receiver. The flight controller appeared to be defective. I was not able to connect to it to bind up a receiver or make any changes, and so was not able to arm it to fly it. So I informed Banggood about this, and they sent me a second unit with a built-in FlySky receiver, which is actually the first generation FlySky receiver. So I'm going to be flying it with a FlySky i6 radio, not the Turnigy Evolution, for the rest of this video. Okay, so that was probably the shortest flight demo of all time. Had a failsafe pretty much right after takeoff, and when it crashed, the plastic canopy broke at all 4 points, as you can see here, right where it screws in. And I didn't fall from too far high, maybe 10 feet. I think the failsafe is probably due to this receiver here. This is a first generation FlySky receiver with a short antenna, which is in between the flight controller and then the video transmitter, which is on top of the, or on the underside of the canopy. So I probably should have moved this wire around the other way, maybe had to come out the back of the canopy instead, but I left it as it was, as it came, and I'm pretty sure that's why we had a failsafe here. So can't really fly this again. The camera was destroyed, and yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do another flight demo of this one. So if you guys are looking at this one, I would say don't get the FlySky version. I don't know what the reliability of the other 2 versions are going to be like, the DSMX or the FreeSky, but I think that the FlySky receiver is not very reliable. I wasn't very far away, and it didn't really do anything unusual, so that shouldn't have happened. Anyway, guys, my recommendation is to stay away from this model if you're going to be flying with a FlySky radio. If you guys have any other questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.